Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vic and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this gorgeous, sexy, smoky eye. No bitch, we're talking about sobriety. And don't you dare closing this video. So first things first, I just want to make it very clear from the beginning that I'm not here to try to convince anybody to stop drinking or to give a list of top 10 reasons why alcohol is bad for you. No, I'm here to simply share a little bit about my journey to sobriety, the benefits that I experienced, and maybe, and I said maybe, inspire you to do the same. And if not, that's also absolutely fine, no judgment. In fact, talking about judgment, I truly believe that when it comes to substance use, and in this case we're talking about alcohol, the least helpful thing we can possibly do is to judge people, to point the finger. And that's because when we do that, we basically disconnect ourselves from them. And you might have heard this before. Johan Harry said in his TED Talk, the opposite of addiction in most cases is not sobriety, but human connection. With that being said, let's get into it. So my sober journey started back in September last year after I was involved in a cycling accident. And yes, I'm very much into cycling. But the accident itself had nothing to do with alcohol. I wasn't drunk or anything. I was coming back from work and I was basically crushed between two cars that were racing. Yes, racing. And as you can imagine, that caused a lot of damage to my body, especially my face and my teeth. It also made me realize how fragile we actually are and how things can completely change in a matter of seconds, literally. So I went into hospital, I was there for 2 weeks, and on the day I was going to be sent home, I thought to myself, oh, let me ask the doctors if I should avoid alcohol since I've had brain injury. So I did, and they said that no, that it shouldn't be a problem and that I could drink as usual, preferably in moderation. But then I thought to myself, what if I did the complete opposite? What if I told everybody that I've been strictly advised not to drink alcohol at all? And why would I do that? Well, the reason why I thought about doing this was because prior to the accident, I had actually tried giving up alcohol at least 3 times, and I failed all of them, mainly because of peer pressure and other factors as well. But peer pressure was definitely one of the main reasons why I had previously failed. So that's what I did. I lied, I told everybody that I wasn't allowed to drink because of the accident, and it worked. That peer pressure was pretty much non-existent, and it really helped me to get through the process a lot quicker. However, this was not the main factor that contributed to my sobriety. I'd say the main factor was a book, and I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below, called This Naked Mind by Annie Grace. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. I mean, I've literally just created this channel, so I don't think she knows of my existence. This book, and I know it sounds a bit crazy, but helped me retrain my subconscious mind. I know. And basically helped me deconstruct everything I believed about alcohol. So the quitting process went from me feeling deprived from not having something that I believed to be great, to actually not wanting to drink, not having any desire whatsoever to drink alcohol. Anyway, it was an incredible, life-changing book that I highly recommend. However, I'm not a therapist and I don't have any sort of background on addiction or substance abuse, so if you do feel like you need help, please seek professional help. This is just a recommendation. Okay, so it's now been almost 7 months. I feel great. I've literally tripled my energy levels, but what I really want to talk a little bit more about is how sobriety helped me find myself, both as a person and as an artist. And I know you're probably thinking how much I used to drink, and that's when things get interesting. I wasn't any different to most people. I would drink once, like maximum twice a week, usually on a Friday or Saturday, get smashed, hangover the next day, the usual, sadly. But that was pretty much it. I wouldn't come home to a glass of wine, I wouldn't come home from work to a beer or anything like this. And that's when people seem to get it really wrong. You do not have to hit rock bottom before you take action, before you do something about your drinking habits. You don't have to be sleeping in the streets, lose your job, lose your family before you do something about it. I never did, and yet I have fully experienced the benefits of sobriety. Now, coming back to finding myself. Prior to sobriety, I didn't really know who I was, or even better, who I can be. Remember when I mentioned connection? Well, in my case, luckily, I wasn't exactly disconnected from people or the world. I was disconnected with myself. And that disconnection stopped me from being who I truly am, the best version of myself. That disconnection made me doubt myself, big time. That disconnection forced me to believe that unless I had a partner, unless I had a boyfriend, I could never be happy on my own. That disconnection stopped me from loving myself. Since I ditched alcohol, I've been in the most beautiful journey of self-discovery, self-appreciation, self-confidence, self-care, literally all the self-somethings. I've rediscovered and am rediscovering a sense of purpose. I feel good, I look good, bitch, I slay. And if you're thinking I'm too full of myself, I can reassure you, you've not seen anything. This is sobriety. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button, and I will see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves and stay safe.